Welcome back, guys. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast, issue 190. What's happening, bro? How you been?
What's up, brother? I'm good, man. I'm good. Just at home, chilling, eating chocolates, getting fat, enjoying it, man. But yeah, man, everything's going all right. A couple more days to the little wedding party we got going on. So, just organizing and setting things up for that.
No, that's right. I know it's been busy.
One really, but yeah, man.
All good. Cool, guys. Massive thank you for everybody who's been following us on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram. You guys have been absolutely awesome. I've currently got a giveaway on Twitter at the moment. I'm giving away these 3 animes, and loads of people have joined in. So I've got animes that I'm giving away: Iron Man, X-Men, and Wolverine. So thanks for joining in on that. And that's it, really. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I know the New Year's is coming up, so be safe. I know
how do people get involved with the giveaways? Did you say giveaways?
Yeah, they follow the page and like the post and stuff like that. So they're doing really well at the moment. So I think we're growing quite quick. So I've got more giveaways for you guys, which I'll end up trying to put up on like Facebook, Instagram. I'll try a TikTok one as well and see what people say. But massive thank you again, guys. Absolutely awesome. I know that we've got a couple of new subscribers on, so guys, make sure you guys are commenting, liking, and I know there's no dislike, but let me know what you don't like, and then we'll put some more content up. We've got loads coming up in the new year, so I'm excited to see what we can do. But on this week's episode, we're going to go through our top 10 TV shows and top 10 movies. But before that, let's talk about, did you guys watch Hawkeye?
Oh my god, I'm surprised we ain't well, it was last week, right?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, yeah, we didn't have a chance to catch up and do it. I guess we had Christmas and everything. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. But because it was such a Christmas themed show, especially that last episode with the big Christmas tree, the famous one in Rockefeller Center and whatnot.
Yeah.
Epic episode, bro. I know we were talking about this before, and I was talking to a few people like, Hawkeye, I'm not really into it, blah, 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 blah. Again, I'm biased and I love all this stuff, but I'm a fan of Hawkeye. Like, I don't know, Marvel's great at creating these shows, creating character, expressing the character. After 10 years he's been in the MCU, and I finally feel like I've got a bond with Hawkeye, and I like his character.
That's right.
I want more now. I want more of him. After 10 years of him, I want more. And this show just concluded, of course, a lot of the PTSD shit that he was going on. This episode, so all the PTSD he was going through with Natasha, or the battles that he was going through, and Natasha was probably the biggest one, that was cleared up. And spoiler alerts, you must have seen it by now, but with the conversation that he had with her sister at the end, when she was beating the crap out of him, and they kind of had that moment, so he had that clarity. And then the whole Ronin saga and what he went through there, kind of got over there. And also passing the mantle to the new Hawkeye, which is Kate Bishop, who,
that's right.
I liked her, and I'm looking forward to seeing her more. But I want more of Clint, man. I don't think I'm done with Clint, but I haven't heard anything about if this is his last appearance in the MCU or anything, right? So if I haven't heard that, then I'm assuming he's going to be in it still.
We're going to have a season 2, bro, without a doubt, and I'm sure he'll be in the new MCU movies as well, which will be interesting to see what they do. But this was a show that a lot of people ended up liking. I didn't think that many people would be interested in this, but it was great. I feel like it built up more on his character. It gave us more of a ground level show. It didn't have to be a world event, basically. They gave it. But I did think, when they were at the Rockefeller Center, that because of what happened in Spider-Man No Way Home, that end scene, he goes past there. I was like, Spidey could be in this.
Imagine they did that on the TV show, on the Hawkeye TV show. Could you imagine?
I know. But we got, Vincent. I said his name wrong the other day. Vincent D'Onofrio come back as the Kingpin, and he was absolutely awesome. And a lot of people, like I saw on Twitter and a couple of the videos online, were really upset the fact that he was the way he was in here. But I feel like they done the comic book justice, because he wears that type of shirts in the comic books. He wore that shirt in the cartoons. Like, he looked the part, and I'm kind of glad because everything kind of all fits together now, you know, what they did with Spider-Man No Way Home with introducing Matt Murdock coming back into the MCU, and then Kingpin coming back. It was a great finale, man. Good show. Really, really enjoyed it. And the same thing, bro. I want more of Clint, man. I think he was a great addition to this Disney Plus TV shows in the MCU alone. And now we get grounded level shows, which means when we get Daredevil back, you know, we'll get grounded shows like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. With the whole Kingpin thing, I mean, but that was obviously the highlight of the show, I think, especially for me, especially because of what he portrayed in Netflix. But people have to understand that, yes, he wore that shirt in one of the comics, one of the Spider-Man comics. It was on the front cover.
Yeah.
It was comic book accurate. His costume was comic book accurate. I can't remember the name of the comic, but go research it. He actually wore that. And also, you have to remember, now he's in the MCU. He's not going to be smashing people's heads in a car door and smashing their heads off in a car door. Like, Netflix one was very violent, and I'm glad they're using the exact same characters, but we know we're not going to get that. Now, in this one, we did see something different. He seemed very, very strong. He ripped off a car door. He took the arrow. I'm assuming the arrow might have been his Kevlar, top, you know, the bulletproof vest clothes he wears. But then he took that. He got hit by a car. He got blown the fuck up. So he's got, I don't know whether he's just supreme, like taking a shot of Captain America juice or what, but he's definitely more supreme. And if you notice, every shot they shot was from upwards when they done him, just to make him look bigger, which was also awesome. So yeah, I don't know why people complaining. I mean, the one thing I would, if I was to complain, I would say it felt a little bit fucked up that you introduced him on the end of episode 5 at the end, and then just to have him on in episode 6 to get battered. I mean, he battered Kate, but when you think about it, he got hit by a car, and he got blown up, and then at the end he got shot in the face. So he really got battered. So that's my only thing. If I was going to say something, I wish they had more of him, but that is not the end of him, because I think he was set up for Echo, and we know at the end.
That's
again,
right.
I don't know much about Echo, but just checking online and stuff and whatnot. In the comics, Echo shoots him in the face, and he ends up going blind. So I guess they're gonna go with being blind, or maybe they might change it in TV and make him deaf or something. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, he was awesome, and I love the way he portrayed the character, man. Just in the beginning, the first scene when you see him with the cane, and he has the meeting with Kate Bishop's mum, and then his eye starts twitching and whatnot. And I just love the way he talks. It's like when she wanted to resign or whatnot, she went out of business, and he's like, she wants to resign like we work for Goldman Sachs. Like, he sounds, he's so good. I loved it. I loved him. I love that. He's great.
No, really good, really good, really good. So I'm sure we'll get a season 2 of it as well. Great show. The end credit scene with the Tonks sing along at the Rogers show was kind of jokes, but I don't know where they were heading with that. But they just made us watch it because we're Marvel fans.
That's it. I mean, I think they've already set up the end credit with Echo, right? So they was like, yeah, well, here's his show, because I don't think it's a legit show, but that guy who, if you saw the show, who they kept turning the camera on, he was an actual composer for like those theater shows and whatnot. So I don't know.
All right.
They got legit. I guess they gave him they gave that show a little spotlight. Which I think there was loads of memes, like everyone was sitting there waiting for something and then nothing. You know, it is what it is. But I did enjoy the thing, and you know, Echo. By the end of that show, I can't wait to watch her show. Like, I don't know nothing about her, to be honest with you, but 100% I'm looking forward to watching her show.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought she was good, and obviously in her show, I think this was just an introduction to Kingpin back into the MCU for her show. There's loads of things going around. I don't know if they're true, but you know, after the snap. So this is basically obviously the Netflix Kingpin. And he was running things at the end of Netflix. But, you know, he was in a big position as Kingpin would. But apparently after the snap, that kind of ruined his power over the streets of New York. So now he's on this journey of getting it back. Apparently, I don't know. These might be just theories. But
it's good.
I read that.
Good theory. Good theory. Definitely a good theory. What else? We saw Boba Fett today.
I just watched it. What do you think?
Yeah, bro, I'm excited, man. Listen, I think what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are doing at the moment now is bringing back the love for Star Wars. Like, that's fucking moist, bro. I was like, because now we, like they gave us a story of what happened to Boba after he got dashed. Well, actually, hold up. How did it work? Something went up his rocket and then he flew over. Anyway, it gives us a continued story after Return of, the continued story after Return of the Jedi. Now, I think it's a great start. It's nice to know that part of the story. And I like the way he's trying to go around Tatooine, trying to earn that respect.
Yeah.
And this is just the beginning. So there wasn't much given away in this first episode. So I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, I've said it before. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. And I said it last time with Mandalorian. That is my favorite Star Wars content. Boba, I mean, I guess, look, I mean, I know he's a big character and whatnot. I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed where it took off, as you mentioned, from when he got munched and whatnot. I'm looking forward to it. It still has that cowboy vibe. It's got that Mandalorian vibe. And
exactly.
All that stuff. So
exactly. Like the way it was shot. Like I know Robert Rodriguez was proper. When he directed this episode, he probably, you could tell that he was getting it off spaghetti Western movies, bro. The way it looked, the way it felt. I was like, this is a proper cowboy film. Like Dad would enjoy watching it. It's just because it's got the Star Wars element to it. It's a bit different. But I mean, they based the Mandalorian on all those old cowboy samurai movies anyway. So you can see that element is going to be pushed into this, definitely, without a doubt. Hopefully she's all right. But that's what happened. The only rumor I've got that Fat Man Beyond, I was listening to Fat Man Beyond today while I was cooking, was last week, I think we got announced that Michael Keaton is returning as Batman in the Batwoman movie. And, it's not going to be Ben Affleck's Batman. I think Ben Affleck has said that I don't want to play the character no more, which is total respect for. But I don't know how it's going to work in the timeline of the DCEU, because you've got J.K. Simmons coming back as Commissioner Gordon. So, listen, bro, I love Michael Keaton. I think he's going to be great in the show. Not in the show, in the movie. But, the Flash movie will explain a lot more, because Ben Affleck's Batman is in this one as well. So, there's so much going on. I'm looking forward to it. But Michael Keaton coming back as the Batman, what more can you say, man?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, after watching Spider-Man, I kind of wish they didn't announce Michael Keaton, because
they should have kept it.
Marvel has created this event when you go to the cinemas and you watch a movie like Endgame or Spider-Man No Way Home, where they literally have the crowd screaming like it's a concert at certain parts.
Yeah.
DC would have had that moment in this movie. Now, I think they've already ruined it by announcing. You know what I'm trying to say? So when Michael Keaton shows up, yes, we're going to be moist. I pretty much doubt there's going to be much screaming and shouting like we did get in the Marvel movie, just because we all know that he's going to come. Anyway, saying that, yeah, I mean, listen, man, I mean, he's portraying his role back as Batman again. That's awesome. It's great to have him back. But we need a Batman. We need a nowadays Batman. You know what I'm trying to say? I wish it was Ben Affleck, because I enjoyed his Batman. But obviously, the fans were dickheads. No offense, but you guys didn't like him. Not you guys, but, the fans in general didn't like him. He done the best he can. The Justice League movie was basic because of whatever. Anyway, everyone got redemption anyway with Snyder's Justice League. I just wish they kept him. But again, it's the same thing with Superman. Henry Cavill is the most perfect Superman ever. He wants to portray Superman and carry on doing it. And the studios are kind of like, I don't know, whatever. So I don't know. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't own $1 billion company. But I just feel like the people at the studios are not, I don't know what they're thinking. The fans want something and they don't do it. They don't give it to them. Like, so I don't know, man. But yeah, I mean, look, Michael Keaton will be awesome to come back. But I just feel like we need a Batman. And if it's Robert Pattinson's one, then throw him in there. We need a young, nowadays Batman. Fuck shit.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely. Without a doubt. But that's the only rumor only news that has come up in this week. I don't think we're going to get much until the new year. We got the
What?
Batman trailer, which we reacted to, so make sure you check that out on the channel. What else was
Yeah,
there,
there
bro?
was that. There was the Doctor Strange trailer too, as well. Like we
Yeah.
finally was able to talk about that because that was the end credit scene of Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's loads of rumors like this, and I don't know if this is true or not, but just throwing a bunch of rumors out there. Like they're looking to cast. I don't know if the conversation of Ghost Rider has come up again. They're looking to cast someone. Ashraf got excited because he thought it was a guy from Walking Dead yesterday, but I think that's rumors. I also heard that we ain't seen The Matrix yet. I know we've been trying to plan to watch it, but we'll get on that. I know the reviews are not great, but I don't care. I want to go to the cinema.
Same man.
Excuse me.
But man, you look like you're going to vomit there.
What I was, man, it was to literally come up to my throat.
But
And what was the other thing? Like Multiverse of Madness, I'm having so many things, and I feel, bro, Marvel has got, like I said, they've created this event. I don't know. Think about any movie ever where people are screaming and shouting in the cinema because of something that's happening, like it's a concert sign. I don't remember, except Endgames and Spider-Man, right? So I feel with Multiverse of Madness, I honestly believe we're gonna get cameos of like Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and they're gonna throw a whole lot of shit in there. There's got rumors that not Doctor Strange, Reed Richards will show up and all this sort of stuff. But I mean, I think that film's gonna be wicked. Well, I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but I think there's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be big. Put it that way. That's what I think.
it will be. Definitely. It'll be massive.
Yeah. What else did I hear? Yeah, I think there was there any other shit? I'm trying to think. There was some other rumors. What did I send you? Oh, the Marvel. I don't know if it's true, but they want Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield back for big MCU movies like the Avengers. What do you call it? Secret Wars. I mean, shit, man. Imagine they do that. Imagine they bring them back. Anyway, I think they got the money. They know what works. They got the money. But Spider-Man is $1 billion pandemic movie. Spider-Man made $1 billion during a pandemic. How mad is that? That goes to show that. You okay?
Yeah, no, I was just 1 billion, bro. That was quick.
$1 billion in a matter of nearly 3 weeks, right?
No, bro.
It's a pandemic still. There's a
came
new
out 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago. There's a new fucking variant out. So shit's all going crazy and whatnot. And it's made $1 billion in 2 weeks, bro. That goes to show cinema is not dead.
No.
And if you create movies that people want to watch, I mean, again, I love the cinema. It's not just about comic book movies, but when you're making a hype movie like the way this one is, you're still making $1 billion, bro. A $1 billion movie during a pandemic. I mean, that goes to show how big that movie is, how Marvel are just killing it in the cinema world. No matter what all the directors, whatever you got to say, man, I love you and I love your movies, but man, Marvel are making the monies and they're making it because it's entertaining the fans. It's giving people joy, and you know everyone else's movies are still there giving people joy. But $1 billion, bro, the numbers don't lie. $1 billion do not lie. So
no, of course, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. They're making the money.
You know what the good thing is? The more money they make, the more content we're gonna get, and the more characters we will get. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, say if they bring out a new character, it flops. Cool, they got a backup of $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like, they're not really worried about characters flopping, which normally don't. But I don't think they're really worried about box office. Obviously, they need to make money back and whatnot. But when you're making $1 billion movies during a pandemic, you're like, man, we're gonna give you more content. We're gonna talk about it later. But this year we had 9 MCU content, right? And if you include all Marvel stuff, including Venom and MODOK, that's 11. 11 Marvel content this whole year. That's mad.
Hitmonkey as well.
Hitmonkey for 12. Fucking.
We got loads. We got loads. All right, cool. We'll do movies last, bro. Let's do top 10 TV shows.
All right. Well, I got 2 things for you.
What you got?
I also wanted to do top Marvel shows. No, not top 10, but just going through them, worst to best, I guess, as well. So if you wanted to do that too.
Go through that. Go through your Marvel list now, bro.
All right, cool. So I don't know. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Be 9. Yeah.
11. I'm including the Venom and all that.
Go for it.
Okay. So the one I didn't like least which was number 11, which is Eternals. It's coming out on Disney Plus in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna watch it again. That's my number 11. After that, I got Venom. I did enjoy it. I love the fact that he got involved with the MCU at the end, made it exciting. I do like that Venom, and I'm coming to like it even more. And I love Tom Hardy. So MODOK, hilarious. I don't know if you watched it, Bob, but I found it hilarious.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah.
Then I got Loki. Really enjoyed that. Opened up the multiverse, so that was awesome. WandaVision, I had next. Love that. It was one of the first Disney Plus Marvel shows we got. It was a bit hard to get into at first because it was like, wait, what's going on? So it did take a bit of time, but loved it. And Black Widow, I feel it was a great send-off for Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, so that was awesome. Then I got Hawkeye. I really enjoyed that. That came in right at the end, and it became one of my favorite shows. Shang-Chi was after that. I enjoyed that, character building of that, new character, awesome, first Asian superhero, and the martial arts. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I know bare people didn't like that one. I really enjoyed that. I like where the story was going. I'm into that political stuff. I enjoyed that. I found What If to be my favorite show. Every episode was just so much fun. Loved it. And then of course my favorite was Spider-Man. Like No Way Home. Can't wait that. So
of course.
That's my top 11 to 1. What do you got? What do you think?
No, I'm gonna agree with you on that list because I've got a lot of them in my TV shows and movies. So yeah, we'll go from there. So let's do
shows. You want to go shows first, or
let's do TV shows first because movies we can always talk about. But yeah, guys, top 10 TV shows of 2021. I'll start off, bro. Number 10 for me was a Netflix show. Squid Games, not Squid Games, which was good.
Okay, interesting. Number 10.
What was yours?
My one, I had the Mighty Ducks.
Shit, I forgot. All right, cool.
Yeah,
that was good.
So much joy.
That was good. It did. You're right. I'm gonna give that an honorable mention.
I got some honorable mentions later as well.
Yeah. Number 9 for me, and a lot of people probably didn't enjoy this, but I enjoyed it because of the stylistics and the look of it, was Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't put that in my list, man. Like I told you, I enjoyed it, but in the middle it lost me, and then it got me back at the end. So yeah, no, it was a good one though. Yeah.
That's not, yeah. What was your number 9?
I had Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had Loki. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed what it opened up.
No, definitely same. That's my number 8. So Loki, and definitely exactly what they did with the multiverse and you know, introducing Kang the Conqueror. So exciting times.
I had as my number 8 Sweet Tooth.
Oh man,
yeah.
You know what? I forgot.
That's what I'm saying. When I was putting this list together, because I had to search online.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things that we watched this year that you forget that it was this year. Sweet Tooth was one of them.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna change that.
Any rethink in his life.
No, you know what? I'm gonna actually. You know what? I'll stick to it because you mentioned it. But Sweet Tooth was absolutely awesome, and I really enjoyed that show. You pause, bro? You still there?
No, I won't.
Yes, you're back. You're back. I can hear you. Your screen is frozen.
Did I lose?
Well, your voice is gone.
Hello.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now. You there? Hello? You wanna bomber? You wanna mess with the big boys? Oh, Gilman's gone. He's come back. It's recording still. You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
You know how it is with the internet, with my computer and the internet in this.
It's all right, bro. You're back. It's good. My camera's gone bare. Come on.
Got me?
Yeah, I got you. You're fine. So you that was your number. Sweet Tooth was
number 8.
Number 8. Okay, so number 7 for me was Invincible.
Me too.
Yeah, that was wicked. I absolutely loved that. That was a great show. I'm looking forward to season 2. I think what Robert Kirkman did as a comic book and to bring that to animation was absolutely brilliant. And I love the animation, bro, because it's not so detailed. It's quite clean. But to give us that content was just, it looked like the comic book, bro. So absolutely loved that.
Agreed.
Uh,
I remember just watching the first episode, like, yeah, yeah, we'll see what happens. And then the end of that episode, you're like, holy shit, this is something else.
yeah,
So yeah, agreed. I had that as my number seven too.
that was Invincible. My number six was Oat Studios. So Oat Studios is Netflix, kind of like short movies. It's done by a director called Neil Bokamp. Hopefully I said that right. He's the South African director that did District 9,
Mm.
and he was going to do Aliens 3, and he's done
You
loads
done
of other movies.
Chappie. Was it Chappie as well?
That's right, yeah, that's right, yeah. So, but it's amazing, man. Like some of the stuff that he puts together, his concepts, his ideas. I really enjoyed that. That was one of my favorite shows this year, and it's not many. It's like some of them are 2-3 minutes long, bro. Like, but he's got about like good couple of things on there, but like really interesting stuff. When you see it, you like his style and the stories that he puts together.
Okay, I'll take a look. I had no idea that existed. I'll take a look. My number going on six was WandaVision. Again, this was the kickoff to the MCU Disney Plus shows. Again, the first couple episodes were like what the hell is going on? Hard to get into, but once it got into it, it was deep. And obviously, the whole show was her grieving and whatnot, which was the whole plot of it. But just her evolving into Scarlet Witch was just amazing. And how she's going to be involved in Multiverse of Madness, you just know that she's going to be a massive part.
Yeah,
that should be. So yeah, I enjoyed Wonder. So my number six was WandaVision.
Okay. No, number five. Number five, my one was Superman and Lois, a TV show that surprised the hell out of me, to bring Superman back to Smallville and deal with more family matters, but was decently shot and had a good budget to it and had a good story to it. Like I felt what Clark was going through as a father. It's weird because now being a dad, I understand some of this stuff a lot more. But yeah, that was a good show. I really enjoyed it. Season 2 starts next month, so looking forward to that.
Agreed. I mean, I remember watching. I remember like I'm not into this shit. I can't bother to watch these CW shows, and then I watched it, and I was like, boys, this is actually freaking awesome. So it's a part of my honorable mentions. It's not on my top 10 list, but I definitely enjoyed it. My number 5 was Cobra Kai season 3. January 1st. Remember, it came out, so it's technically 2021.
You're right.
Awesome. We got season 4 coming out on Friday. I can't wait. Literally just binged through season 1 to 3. And I was talking to Ash while we were watching it. I was like, you know what? I've seen this. I've seen season 1 and 2, especially season 1, 4 times now. Because every time a new season comes out, and I'm like, you know what? This is like Friends. Like I could just sit here and watch it. Like, it's one of those shows. So yeah, season 3 was awesome. Okinawa. At the end, Johnny and him become friends. They go against Kreese. Awesome. I loved it. So
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. My number 4 is Midnight Mass, which is on Netflix, and I think it's still on there now. I'm not sure, but it's a very, very good show. It's something that it's a must watch. If you enjoyed movies like Lost Boys, Near Dark, what other vampire movies are there? Anyway, listen, it's a nice slow paced TV show. It's not like bam 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 bam. It really gets you into the characters, the situation, and what's happening, and then it hits you like that in the like last 3 episodes, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here, man? Midnight Mass, one to watch, bro, if you get a chance. But that was one of my favorite shows this year.
Okay, awesome. My one was I haven't even heard of that one, so I need to check that one out. My next one was Falcon and Winter Soldier. I really enjoyed when they were taking that. I became a big fan of Cap, and after Endgames, I just wanted to know what happened to Cap's story, and that legacy goes on to Sam Wilson, and I just love the whole story there. And I know we were going through a tough time. The world was going through a tough time with the George Floyd case and all that sort of stuff, the Black Lives Matter stuff, which incorporated itself a little bit into the show, which I'm glad it wasn't forced too much, but it was in there and whatnot. But it was definitely, I don't know, I enjoyed that one, and I want to see. Seeing Sam Wilson as Cat was just exciting for me. So definitely. That was my number 6.
Number 6.
Number 4, sorry.
Okay, cool. Number 3, Marvel's What If. Absolutely loved that show. for being a fan of the comic books, reading the stuff on there and how they interpreted the MCU movies into a what if story. Excuse me, blew my fucking mind, bro. It's absolutely awesome. I love it. That was great. That was my favorite kind of Marvel TV show. If anything, that was my number one.
That was my number. What was that number? What do we go? Sorry, number 3. Yeah, that was my number 3 too. I 100% agree with you. I remember just watching every episode, and I was like, this thing is so enjoyable. Every season, every episode was enjoyable, and because it was a cartoon, they could get away with so many different humor. The animation was awesome, reminding me a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, especially that episode with Thor and Captain Marvel fighting. That last episode was awesome. Having some of the actors back, hearing Chadwick Boseman's voice for the last time.
Yeah, that was
wicked. I 100% agree. A wicked show. So that was my number 3 too.
Come on, man, bring me back in focus. Okay, my number 2, bro, is currently on Disney Plus right now. It's called Dope Stick. It's with Will Poulter and Michael Keaton. It's based on like its own. How can I say it, man? Just basically talking about how Codamol and paracetamol and how addictive they are and the amount of issues it's caused over the years, but in this specific town in the States, what it did there. But absolutely groundbreaking acting and drama, like really good, bro. Because it's based on true events as well. It just makes it more hard hitting, like what we do, what pharmaceutical companies do, and yeah, it's fucking mad, bro. Really good. That was really, I think it was like 9 episodes. Absolutely gobsmacked, bro, how good that was.
Yeah, I saw my honorable mentions because only I've seen episode 1, and then after I watched episode 1, I came to London, so I didn't really get into it. So I definitely enjoyed episode 1, and straight away you get the vibe of like, yeah, this is what the pharmaceutical companies do. So yeah, I'll definitely go back and watch that. My number 8 was number 8. Number 2 was Lupin. Did you ever watch that?
No, that's on my list, bro.
Good. Again, another great one to watch. Just the way the story was told, just his character, just the sneakiness, just one of those shows that just kind of you love the intelligence and the mind frame of the main character Lupin and how he's going through whatever he's going through. He's a thief and whatnot, but so good, really greatly shot. And I like that actor. I don't know, he's got a suave vibe about it.
He was in a movie called The Original Untouchables, which Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston did, but the original is so much better.
Very good. Yeah.
Come back. All right, guys. Sorry for the disturbance. The little one's got up, so I'm just gonna let her cuddle up with me. But my favorite TV show this year, and I don't know why, bro, but I thoroughly enjoyed this TV show, and it's with Steve Martin and Martin Short, and Only Murderers in the Building, which is on Disney Plus as well. Was absolutely awesome, bro. I just had this nostalgic feeling. I love the banter between both of them. It was great. It was a good murder mystery as well. I really enjoyed it. Like I at the end of each episode, I was like, who's done this madness? So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, man. That's my number 1.
Great show. I really enjoyed it as well. Just to see Steve Martin and Martin Short back on screen together was just awesome. That is one of my honorable mentions. Actually, my number 1 was your number 10, man. Squid Games. I really enjoyed that, and it just kept me on at the end of each episode. I was just kind of like, I wanted more. It was the first time in a while that I had that Prison Break feeling of like, oh my god, I need to see episode 2. Oh my god, I need to see episode 3. I literally could have binged through it. So I really enjoyed Squid Games. I don't know how they could top it off in season 2, but yeah, I think, it was a great show. It was Netflix's most viewed show ever. I think the director or the story writer or whatever got rejected like for 10 years or something.
Yeah.
And Netflix took it up, and now it became the best show or the most viewed show ever. So yeah, man, that was my favorite. That was my number 1. But there were some honorable mentions. Did you have a couple of honorable mentions?
I didn't, bro, but the Sweet Tooth is one of them, definitely.
Yeah, okay, cool. So I had Dope Stick on there, MODOK, Superman and Lois, Only Murderers in the Building. But the one that I wanted to put in my top 10, which should have actually made it, was Kevin Hart's True Story. Did you watch that?
No, that's another one on my list to watch.
that was, you know, it should have actually been in my top 10, but it was just really good. I really enjoyed it. Kevin Hart smashed it. When you first see Kevin Hart, you're just thinking, oh, it's going to be another comedy show. No, it's a serious show, and he is awesome. He is really awesome. Then you got Wesley Snipes in it, who again is you know, Wesley Snipes speaks for himself. His performance is absolutely amazing. So that's another great one. 6 episodes, I think it was, and it was another show that, you know, you just want, you know, you could have binged through it. Definitely, you could have easily binged through it. It should have been in my top 10, but I put that as an honorable mention. Pretty awesome. That was my top 10. So okay, so should we do movies?
Yeah, let's jump into movies, bro. You start, bro. What's your number 10?
All right, so this is obviously based on movies that we watched, because there's so many other movies that came out. I put my number 10, and this as a movie that just came out on Netflix. Don't Look Up, with why have I gone blank? Leonardo DiCaprio. It had Jonah Hill, Meryl Streep. Like it was just an enjoyable movie. It was fun. Of course, when you got actors like that in the movies, the acting is going to be on point. But it was a comedy, a very, how do I put it, man? Just a nice comedy to watch. It wasn't a stupid comedy. It was just kind of more like an intelligent comedy, which I found very enjoyable. It was late night. Ashraf fell asleep, but I was well into it. It got me straight away, especially with those actors in it and whatnot. Jonah Hill is one of my favorites. I think he's so awesome in anything that he does. So that was my number 10. It just came out last week. That was my number 10.
No, that's I'm going to do an honorable mentions list after of movies I haven't seen yet, which I'm going to watch soon. But my number 10 is Nobody.
Oh, okay. That was good. That was fun. The John Wick director one, right?
Yeah. I found that really good. It was a good, nice, easy watch. And a movie that I still remember. I forgot the actor's name, but I thought he was brilliant in it. And he's got this really laid back, chilled sort of, like he was like that in Breaking Bad and is it called Don Corleone? Yeah, but he's absolutely awesome in this movie. That was my number 10.
Okay, cool. Number 9 for me was Black Widow. Something I enjoyed, something I was looking forward to. First MCU movie back in the cinema. So super excited about that one. Some people said it wasn't all that for them. For me, it didn't let me down. I really enjoyed it. And it was a great send-off for Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow movie, and gave her just some closure, I guess, for that character.
No,
I really enjoyed that one. So that was my number 9.
My number 9 is Zack Snyder's Justice League, a movie that got its redemption.
God damn, I missed that one out. Okay,
a movie that got its redemption. A great bloody 4 hours comic book, epic graphic novel adventure for us comic book fans to get, you know, something like this. It was absolutely awesome, bro. I adore that movie. It was brilliant.
Awesome. I can't, you know what? I'm surprised that didn't come up when I was looking for movies this year. So I agree with you. Perfect. That was a great movie. I guess I'm just gonna have to put that under my honorable mentions. Okay. My number 7 was Concrete Cowboys. Number eight. Concrete Cowboys.
Good movie.
Brilliant movie. Idris Elba. Anything he's in, he's awesome. Whatever he does, he's awesome. And I just enjoyed that movie. And it was based on a true. Who knew in? I can't remember where it was, but there was cowboy. What area was that?
Your number 8, bro.
My number 8 was Concrete Cowboy with Idris Elba. As I was saying, everything he touches is just golden. He's just an amazing actor. And also based it on, you know, who would have known in this day and age right now that we live in 2021, there's a story of black cowboys in Philadelphia. So that was amazing. And also I think the movie incorporated some of those real life people. I think it was very educational, and just, it's great to see Idris Elba perform. I just love his performance, anything he touches. So
I've got enough respect for him. Enough respect. If there's another guy I want to meet, it's going to be Idris Elba. Definitely, without a doubt. My number 8 was Shang-Chi, an introduction to an Asian superhero. You know, we got Black Panther, and now we got Shang-Chi. I just was excited, bro. And the element of bringing back martial arts into this type of action was just moist, bro. It was mystical. They brought legends like Michelle Yeoh and Tony Leung into this. It was just absolutely exciting. Bring Jackie Chan into number 2. That's what I have to say.
That was another rumor. Yeah, that was another rumor that they were talking about. Please bring him in. They want him, right? They said they want him. So please.
I want him. I want Jackie Chan in it. So definitely. And, shout outs to Bradley Allen, who does all the martial arts choreography. We lost him this year, and he's done great movies like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. He did Shang-Chi. He did Kingsman. So, you can see in all of his movies. So bless him. I'll be right back, bro. We are going to be on our number 7. Hold on. Good. Sorry about that. Let me speak to Satan and I'll come back. Okay? All right, you see. Lie down. Close your eyes. Let it come in. All right. Okay, let's try and do this, bro. You on your number 7, yeah?
I'm on my number 7. Yes.
Go for it, man.
All right. Back in number 7, my number 7 was Luca, an animation by Pixar. I thoroughly enjoyed that one, man. Again, it's something that came to Disney Plus, and just sitting there watching it, just enjoying the story about this. What do you call it? What were they? Fishman monster people, whatever.
Yeah.
It was again like with every other Pixar movie. It's just an enjoyable movie. So something I kind of enjoyed. So my number 7 was Luca.
Awesome. My number 7, bro, was Ghostbusters Afterlife.
God damn. I forgot about that one. Damn.
Absolutely loved it. I want to see it on the big screen again, but I won't get the chance. So I've already pre-ordered it, 4K Blu-ray, whatever, 4K HDR. I'm moist, bro. Absolutely loved it. I love what they did. Great comeback for the Ghostbusters, bro. Absolutely loved it.
Wicked movie. Again, I was going through all movies. That one didn't show. I think the list of movies I was going through had like an 80% tomatoes and above or something like that, right? Which is bullshit. Ghostbusters definitely should be there. But I wish they had all the movies listed for the year. So I missed that one. But yeah, fuck, that would have definitely been in my top 10. The way that third act made me feel, and I couldn't stop smiling during that third act, 100% that would have been in my top 5. Completely forgot about that one. Anyway, honorable mention, big movie. So what are we on now? 6.
Yep.
I got Suicide Squad. Wicked redemption for that movie. The first one obviously wasn't great. This one had James Gunn. Was it James Gunn? Yeah. James Gunn come back for the DC universe and put that in there, and he smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Really enjoyed it. Again, Idris Elba, fucking amazing. Everything about that movie was awesome, and it made it fun. It made the characters likable, and I want to see more of them of Suicide Squad. So amazing. That was my number 6.
That was awesome. My number 6 is No Time to Die, James Bond. So really enjoyed that movie. I didn't like the previous Bond movies. Casino Royale is my favorite one of the Daniel Craig series. I found the other one's a bit more boring, but this one, it was a touching movie, great action scenes. Hans Zimmer's soundtrack sold it for me, bro. I'm still listening to it. I think that's probably one of my favorite soundtracks this year. We got to do a soundtrack list, bro. We'll do that another time, definitely. 2022, we're doing favorite soundtracks and hip hop soundtracks. Shout out to Nas because he had a great album out this year. But No Time to Die, that's my number 6, bro.
That was awesome. Great movie. I got that down as one of my honorable mentions, and a great little send off to Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, they killed James Bond, which never happens, but they killed him, which was great. My number 5, we're in the top 5, right? I put Shang-Chi. Another MCU movie.
Keep going, bro. Sorry.
MCU movie, the second one for 2021. Getting back into the cinemas. New character, Asian superhero, as Clips mentioned earlier, and just the martial arts behind it. We finally got real. And when I say real, I'm talking about martial arts movies we grew up with in a MCU movie. I'm very looking forward to seeing more of him. Again, Marvel's just great at building characters, especially new characters. They got this formula, and I love it. So yeah, I put that down as my number 5. The ending as well, just getting involved with the MCU. Wong was in the movie. The end post-credit scene, you see Captain Marvel and Banner. So just excited to see him in the MCU.
Sorry, bro.
To the table.
Didn't know she was going to wake up. It's going to cause madness. So what number are you on?
Was on number 5. Mine was Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, so number 5, bro.
Yeah, I just done. Oh, are you gonna start again? All right, cool.
Oh, you've done number 5. Sorry, my fault.
Yeah, while you wait, you don't have to cut this one. Oh no.
Oh, hold up, bro. Again. All right, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. Number 5 is The Harder They Fall, bro. Again, Idris Elba. Absolutely awesome movie. I love the feel, the look, the soundtrack. I think this would have been higher in my list because I really, really enjoyed this movie. And when I watched it the first time, I think being fans of, like, you know, what Dad used to watch really brought that essence to this movie. So I absolutely adored this movie. I think for nostalgic reasons, but they brought a new swagger to this movie, definitely.
100%. I actually got that as my number 9, but we'll get into that in a bit. Okay, number 4, right?
Number 9?
Number 2, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, cool. Sorry. So number 4, bro.
So my number 4 is Dune. Something I did not expect to watch. Did not expect to be there. I just went to the cinema because I wanted to go to the cinema and watch something. Obviously, that had a bit of hype behind it. I have not seen the old one or read the books. But I remember coming out, and I remember telling you this on our previous podcast. I was amazed at every scene and even the sound. It's the first time a movie has made me concentrate on the sound, and I was like, "Oh my god, the sound sounds great." So, Dune was my number 4. Very epically shot and epically sounded. If Hans Zimmer had done the soundtrack for that, something would have been different. Just my opinion, but I'm looking forward to number 2. Considering a movie I never watched or whatnot, and I'm very looking forward for number 2 for that one. So, and I'm glad it got the green light. So, Dune.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. My number 4 was The Suicide Squad. Absolutely loved that. I love what James Gunn did with the characters, and you know, he took a fresh take on something that we already seen before, but try something different. And he knows how to make misfits relatable to the everyday people. You know what I mean? And he did that with The Suicide Squad. I absolutely loved it. Watched it several times. Shout outs to DC UK and Warner Brothers UK for always hooking me up. But yeah, that was
cool.
Good.
Awesome. Agreed. Brilliant film. Look forward to more. My number 3. Okay, this is one we watched at the beginning of the year. Judas and the Black Messiah. Big movie. Great performance. My brother, I cannot remember his name. I'm so sorry, but the actor who was amazing. He was in Black Panther. He was in the other movie. Anyway, he's amazing. Amazing actor.
Get Out. He was in Get Out, and he was in Johnny English 3.
Brilliant actor. That movie, I love those kind of stories. They're parts of history and whatnot. I think it was a bit fictionalized, but there was a situation where someone from an FBI agent, or there was a mole or whatever within the Black Panthers and whatnot, and it's a great movie. So that one was my number 7.
Number 7. Number 3, bro. Come on, man. You did it backwards, didn't you?
I'm looking at the wrong way. Yeah, number 3.
All right, my number 3 was Andrew Garfield's Tick, Tick, Boom. I saw that 2 days ago. It's about a guy named, I can't remember his name. I think it's John Larson, the writer of Rent, which is a Broadway show. And it's about his life, but they did it in a musical format, which is almost like La La Land. So this is a bittersweet story, but the struggles of a creative in general everyday life, in a basic job, in a relationship, trying to get his vision out there. You know what I mean? Wonderful story. Love the music. Very charismatic. I absolutely. I actually adore Andrew Garfield as an actor, because I feel like what the roles he plays are roles he really wants to do. When you're looking at movies like like as I said before, his Spider-Man movies, they weren't great, but I think he played a great Spider-Man. Yeah. You've got Hacksaw Ridge, you've got Silence with Liam Neeson and Adam Driver, and then you've got this movie here, Tick Tick Boom, which I thought was great. So it's one to watch. Check it out. That's my number 3.
I might check it out. I mean, I saw it on Netflix. I didn't really click on it, but maybe I should check it out, man. I think I remember saying before I wasn't a big fan of Andrew Garfield, but I think he's growing on me, and I need to give it a chance. So maybe I'll check that one out. Okay, my number 2, right?
Yeah.
The Harder They Fall. So Idris
Big
Elba
movie.
again, 3 of his movies this year. That's on my list.
Bloody hell.
I thought that was brilliant, and as you mentioned, the cowboy movies we watched with Dad, so I was familiar with that kind of environment. But the swagger that this one put to it was amazing, and just the colorfulness of the background and the scenery. And what I really loved about it the most, like of course the story and all that sort of stuff, the twist and everything, but I really liked the fact that they didn't play on the black and white slavery stuff and whatnot, especially for back then. I just kind of like that they just told a cowboy story. Now it was based on real characters, but it was a fictional story, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
I loved it. I loved it because of that. And Idris Elba is just so awesome. I know Jonathan Majors was awesome in it too.
Jonathan Majors was brilliant.
But Idris Elba, he's so fucking cool.
He's
so
good. He's good. He's
so
good. Very good.
he was
Very good. Very good. Very good. All right, man. My number 2, and this was a hard decision, bro, because as a fan, and I'm always gonna fanboy, but as a movie guy, I'm always gonna put how it made me feel when I watched it, and how it takes me away from everyday reality. So the number 2 and number 1 spot were hard movies, but my number 2 movie this year was Spider-Man: No Way Home, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I obviously haven't said that yet, so that's my number 1. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm interested to know what your number 1 is now, because I guess you looked at the list objectively. But yeah, I mean,
yeah. Listen,
go on.
Spider-Man: No Way Home. I just love what they did, bro. As a comic book fan, as an MCU fan, as a generational and nostalgic fan, what I got, bro, I absolutely loved. I didn't like the fact that we come to a point now where a lot of spoilers and shit gets exposed too early and people chat shit. And other than that, what I got from that movie is exactly what I wanted. I'm so happy they've done that. They've opened up things so much more. That's my number 2.
Look, man, that's my number 1. Based on how it made me feel, I loved it so much. Screaming and shouting in the cinema. I think I could have experienced, to be honest with you, I think I could have get involved with it more, but we had some dickheads behind us that honestly fucked it up for me a little bit.
Yeah.
But considering the dickheads behind us, I was so into the movie. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
The way it made me feel, I think I could have got more from it, but the way it made me feel, everything was amazing. So I'm definitely going to go watch it again. But no movie has made me as happy. I mean, loads of these movies made me happy, but no movies made me happy from the beginning to the end, like Spidey, like the way Spider-Man did. So that had to be my number 1, man. So that killed it for me.
Cool. So what was your number 2, bro?
My number 2 was Harder They Fall.
Oh yes, sorry, that's right. Okay, cool. So number 1, bro. What was your number? So number 1 was your Spider-Man: No Way Home. My number 1 movie was Doom, bro.
Thinking that because you never mentioned it, so I figured.
Yeah, bro, I absolutely loved that movie, bro. I haven't been taken away like that since a movie like Inception, Interstellar. Like just taken away by it, bro. The visuals, the soundtrack, the acting, the story. It was just gripping, bro. It's like I watched it on IMAX by myself, bro. I was like, I need to go see this movie on the big screen because people are talking about it. And I got the perfect seat, I had perfect munchies, and I genuinely just, it's a slow-paced movie. It's not fast-paced at all, but there's beautiful scenery. This guy, Denis, when he filmed this, he made every single fucking scene amazing. Even a basic scene of people talking, it wasn't a basic scene, but he made it look like a photograph, bro. I love that, man. He's a great visual guy, man. All of his movies have been great. His first movie I saw was Sicario with Emily Blunt and Benicio del Toro and Josh Brolin. And I know he's done more movies before that, but that was the one that was like, hey, this guy's know how to capture tension in a scene, bros. And he did that with Dune. He made me live that movie. So that's my favorite movie of 2021, bro. I'm happy they greenlit part 2, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I mean, that was higher on my list, but as you mentioned, it was a slow-paced movie that actually kept me engaged. Generally, I would get bored and whatnot, but no, I agree. Great movie, great movie. Just a couple lists on my honorable mentions. I got One Night in Miami, another great movie we watched at the beginning of the year.
Wicked film.
Yeah, brilliant. Again, little history as well, which was awesome. No Time to Die, I had on there. Free Guy, I really enjoyed Free Guy. That was fun. King Richard with Will Smith, that was awesome. Nicolas Cage film called Pig, which was surprisingly pretty good. And then Justice League and Ghostbusters, which I think Ghostbusters would have definitely made my top 10, but I missed that one out. But anyway.
No, so my honorable mentions are movies I haven't seen yet. So I've heard great things about them, so I want to see them. So King Richards, I need to watch. Don't Look Up, Cry Macho, and The Matrix Resurrection.
Yeah, goddamn, Matrix should be there as well. Yeah, but we haven't seen that, so I guess. Cool, man.
Work it out, man.
What a year of movies, bro.
What a year of movies. Great, absolutely great. Guys, massive thank you for joining us on probably our longest podcast, and sorry for the interventions by my little girl, but hopefully she fell asleep. But yeah, listen, massive thank you as always, guys. You guys have always supported the channel. You've come onto the new channel as well, which is absolutely amazing, and it's growing. So we've got more content to come out to you guys. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I've got loads of giveaways on Twitter, so go on Twitter, guys, follow the page. And I have an awesome new year. If you've got COVID, keep battling through it, you'll be fine. It's been a tough year for everybody, and just keep pushing forward. Have a wonderful start to the new year. G-Man, thanks again, bro. What are you saying?
Awesome. Yeah, no, same thing, bro. Happy New Year to everyone. Let's get started with 2022. Forget all this new year, new me shit. Just keep doing you. And COVID's still around, but we'll get through it. I mean, whatever, man. Let's just move forward next year and have a great happy new year, and everyone be safe on New Year's Eve, and don't be stupid. Don't start the year off doing stupid shit. But some people will, so it's all good. But yeah, let's enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. My January 1st will be my wedding celebration. I mean, I'm already married, but will be the celebration. So that will be my New Year's, right? To see everyone and just enjoy that day with family and friends. So I'm really looking forward to Saturday. And shit, man. Yeah, happy New Year, everyone. Be safe, man. See you in the new year.
Again, massive thank you, guys. One love. Peace.